Hello everyone and welcome back to Hogwarts Mystery. In the last one, we found out that Jane, she was rather unsatisfied with how the Slytherins apparently are acting around the school, even though we have only have encounters with Royce, I think his name was. No, wait. What was his name? The prefect from Slytherin, and then of course Marula. And they can't be the exception. They can't be the ambassadors for Slytherin, even though the prefect is pretty much the highest standard of... he's the highest standard of students that actually gets to teach the younger students, but still, he can't be a ambassador for how Slytherins act. I don't think they are that bad. Usually, like, if you look at their traits, it's usually like they are resourceful, they're ambitious, and mostly times that actually is not bad traits to have, especially if you are pursuing an education in knowledge. Then you have to have an ambition, you have to have a drive, and you have to be resourceful. So they're not bad traits. Apparently, just seemingly they always get the what you can say, the bad stamp. Because of a few rotten eggs, as you would say, because of a few bullies. However, this has resulted in her saying that there is show your stuff in the courtyard, which means that we are going to plan confronting the Slytherins, which I still don't know what it's going to be. I'm a little afraid of what it's going to be, and if we get caught, what do we do? But just as a side note before we start, there is actually a new event, as always, and we are taking us back in time to the 80s and 90s gym wear, you know, those, I don't know, it's just so weird, because this outfit just reminds me when I was a child and looking at morning programs, like, you know, those,
Here we go, here we go, yeah! That'll work, again, 6, 7, we're gonna do that all over again, and 1, 2, 3,
I was born in the 90s, but it was still kind of there, even in the 90s, the early 90s sportswear. You laugh at it today, but back then it was high trendy to have like a bathing suit and then either a shirt or something powerful colored on while you train, because apparently that got your more attention, instead of today where it's just, oh, so many muscles, oh, so many muscles, or whatever. But I don't know. I just laughed when I saw that event, because it was like, oh, that's my childhood. Oh, I've seen that before. Anywho, I think what we will do today is actually finishing off the side quest and go and see what the Slytherins, or what Jane has planned in store for the Slytherins, because we are still not actually being told what the plan is, other than meet here, and then they would get their comeuppance. And I'm not sure what that's about, so let's go and show our stuff, I guess. I'm not sure what that's about. That sounds a little wrong in my head. Oh, this is bad. Look, there's more Hufflepuffs here than you actually think, and there are a couple of Slytherins here too. Oh, it's actually nice to see that there are multiple twins here as well, like they're twinsies. No, it's actually interesting, but you kind of already can tell what's going on, because there's a Hufflepuff hiding behind one of the statues, and a Slytherin talking to a Hufflepuff. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe they're good mates. I don't know. Now that you're here, we can get started. Wait until everyone is in place before you cast the spell, Ray. What spell? I know we need to stand up to herself, but I wish there was a more pleasant way of handling this situation. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, because I don't know what spell it is. We weren't introduced to what spell we're gonna use on them. Is it a knockback jinx, or is it like the killing curse? That would be the worst one, right? It's like, we all do, but Slytherins are giving us no choice. What? Okay. She's very angry with the Slytherins, I must say. That's a thing. Let's try to find out what they're planning next and get this over with. Oh, she's a woman of haste. She's a woman Are you sure you're not secretly a Slytherin, Jane? Because you seem a little cunning, and it kind of really, you need to, we need to do this. That's kind of a, Gryffindor, like the brave, the strong, and that's a bit Slytherin, because she's also a bit cunning. But I guess when it comes to the different classes and such, I'm pretty sure it's not as much the... that you can't possess all traits, at least in all the houses. It's more the traits that's mostly prominent with you, or what the head decides that is prominent with you. In our case, we could choose. But yeah, that's interesting. So what is this going to be all about? Oh, it's actually a... okay. It's actually a eavesdrop on the Slytherins. So this is a star thing as well. Okay. I thought it actually just was a cutscene and we go like, oh, let's do this. Okay. Oh. Look, that sneaky little Hufflepuff over there. She's listening in. What are those two actually talking about? Because he... oh, the Slytherins... it's like, this assumption is the Slytherin is bullying him, but he could as well, well, talking to him, you know? But it's just like, seeming the contradiction with them. Oh, let's spy in on the twins. Look at Slytherin. Look at the Slytherins. I guess. Eavesdrop on a Slytherin. They don't say anything, so you don't even... oh, we don't even get the story. Aww, that's kind of sad. But the interesting fact is, if we look at this whole scenario, if we flip it around, if we had chosen to go the Slytherin path, I'm pretty sure Marula would still be the same character. But with this cutscene, especially where you go, we're gonna eavesdrop on the Slytherins, we're gonna teach them a lesson. Is that the same when you're a Slytherin? Or is it like counterintuitive that it would be Gryffindors or Ravenclaws or Hufflepuffs you're gonna listen on and then do something to them? I'm not sure. I don't actually know, but this is kind of interesting to know if this little thing actually also plays out if you are a Slytherin, which I don't know. Actually make me kind of want to actually make another account and actually play through as a Slytherin as well. But that will be in later dates. Now we are a Hufflepuff and enjoying our Hufflepuff time, I'm guessing. Let's see here. Talk to Rowan. But this will of course still be the main. And yes, it's the lovely ways of gaining more stars. Because, as I've explained many times, when you are in classes, the energy points do not transfer to the next part. However, in cases like this, they do. So you can just click away, and they will just continue with the amount of points that you have. But I would really love more fibers, or 5 energy cravings, because they would get you further. It seems that at least the more energy you use, the further the gauge actually takes you and gives you kind of a bonus extra. Because I'm pretty sure if it was only once and such, you wouldn't actually get that far. Oh, that's a 5er. Fantastic. Let's see here. And then we have 3 left. Not so good. It's no good. Let's see here. We are missing energy again. This is probably like this is the part of the game where you go like, oh, this is the part you have to be patient about, because you have 3 hours to do so. So if you're not like doing let's plays like me, this is fine. But when you are let's playing, you kind of like, I need to do this now. So yeah, searching through the castle, we now have a lot more energy at our hands, and let's hope that actually makes us able to complete this, even though I have very low doubts. But we will test this out and see. It's a hypothesis. And why is there only 1 to be selected now? It was 2 before, so we had an option of choosing. Oh, talk to... No, we are 1 energy short. Okay. Very close enough though. So talking to Rowan will give us 5. That is nice. And I think We're very close to the end here. Are there another one? No, simply there is only this one now, so we just have to follow it. We just have to follow it. And then hope that it pans out the way we want it to. It doesn't. Of course it didn't. Eh. But that's okay. And that should be enough. It is fantastic. We're getting used to it, not always going all the way in this recording, but that's fine. So let's see here. Oh, he is mugging the poor Hufflepuff. I just thought they were talking together. Oh, that's kind of sad now. Oh, it was Rosier his name was, the prefect. It was Rosier, not whatever I called him before. Anyway, are you here to give me a hug, little Hufflepuff? Are we known as that kind? Or I would never touch anyone from your worthless house. Oh, he's arrogant. Well, bullying and being arrogant is not really the same. The difference is ignorance. Oh, no, actually, bullying can be ignorant too. Never mind. Now, Ray. Now, Ray. Did you hear the anguish in her? Goodness gracious. Oh well. Oh, it is a knockback, Jinx. Oh no. Filipendo! But we are not allowed to cast stuff. Well, we're not allowed to duel, but it didn't say anything of us not being allowed to cast a spell. Right? Right? Bye-bye. Oh! That was a instant puff. Bloody This is actually one of my preferred phrases to say, but I usually don't say it on camera. Bloody H. That's what you get for messing with Hufflepuff. Yes, indeed. So the girl standing behind the statue has nothing to do with the counterattack, because I would have imagined her sprinting from the statue and then push him in. Not just skip the whole flying motion and then suddenly he's in the water. Spell work. Brilliant work, Ray. Hufflepuff will never forget this. Now let's get out of here before we get caught. I kind of like Jane, but she's kind of scaring. Because I'm kind of feeling that you should, like with a Badger, you should not get on her bad side. I don't think that would be a wise idea. Something tells me this is only the beginning, but the Slytherins will think twice before taking advantage of Hufflepuff again. Okay. That sounds ominous-ing in some way. Quest complete. Hufflepuffs helps. Hufflepuff helps. Well, I wouldn't say it's help. It's more of a counter attack. Counter bullying. I don't know. What should we call this? I don't know. School life, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. How far are we to level 21 with knowledge? Because it was far behind the two others in a period of time. We're getting close to level up knowledge as well, which is good. That would mean we're gonna do better in duels. So with these shenanigans out of the way, we can continue on with the main quest. But that will be in the next one, because we don't have the energy. Because I have a suspicion feelings that when we're gonna search for stuff, we're going to use energy on trying to search for stuff. So, without further ado, I think we'll be ending off here. And until next time, guys, take care and have a fantastic day.